February 15th, and it is a very special and dear date to me. Yes, it is the day after lovely Valentine's Day. I hope everyone got what they wanted on Valentine's Day. It's National Gumdrop Day, and we actually have heart gumdrops today for our guests when they share some skeletons from their closet. And but today, besides that, it's a very special day because my brother, who I always claim is the producer of this show from up above, it is his birthday today. So we want to wish Dickie a very happy birthday, and we can only imagine what will happen on this day with him producing from up there. So be ready for expect the unexpected, as life usually goes. So we will see what happens. And what else is this day? Today is the day, check this out, that a painting by Francis Bacon sold at Christie's for 21.3 million pounds. So if that was pounds, double that in dollars. And it was the portrait of Henrietta Moraes. And it was the second most valuable post-war contemporary art sold ever at Christie's. Wow, I just can't even imagine what that picture looks like. But I do know Francis Bacon's art, and it's pretty cool. And I probably learned more about it in London than anywhere else. And we are going to do our third Rew and Who out of the UK in 1 month's time. So stay tuned for our UK edition coming up March 17th, St. Patrick's Day in UK. That's going to be a trip, I can tell. Okay, what else happened on this day? This is pretty crazy. Oh man, I wanted to bring this and I forgot. Maybe someone will bring them. Today is the day that Procter & Gamble sold Pringles to the Kellogg Company for $2.7 billion. Could you imagine? Pringles, $2.7 billion.
That's a lot of
chips. 1
chips.
year ago today, that happened in 2012.
That's a lot of chips.
A lot of Pringles. See how valuable Pringles are? Wow, what's your favorite flavor? Do you know?
Oh, mine is original. You can't go wrong.
Original, you like?
I like the pizza one though.
Oh, pizza one. I think I like sour cream. Do they have sour cream?
They still have
the green one.
Yeah.
But of course, I always like half the calories just because I think I do. Need it all the time. Hi guys, come on in. Yes, welcome to the Branded Saloon, our Brooklyn edition. It's always a lot of fun. So what else is going on today? This day in history, February 15th. This is so sad. In Malaysia, Islamic morality police arrested more than 80 Muslims to prevent them from celebrating Valentine's Day. Come on, give me a break. Bloomberg just decriminalized weed in New York City, and you're arresting people for celebrating Valentine's Day? That is just, come on, get used to life, man. Spread the love.
Now he's banning styrofoam.
Styrofoam, who cares about styrofoam? You can't smoke it. U.S. female figure skating championship was won by Tara Lipinski on this day. My daughter, Eva, she loved Tara Lipinski so much. We wrote to her, and she actually wrote us back. So I love Tara Lipinski. She's adorable. And it's the anniversary of her winning her medal. What else happened on this day? This is like, I can't even imagine what it is today, because in 1995, China hit 1.2 billion people on this day.
Holy crap.
So if that was 95, do the math. How many people do you think they have now? I don't know, but a lot of the little girls you know are living here, and we're so lucky to have them. Yes, we are. Today, also in 92, more math that you can do. Who's good in math? It was the 100th episode of Cops.
Oh yes,
yeah.
I was there.
But that was 92. So like, how many do you think there are now?
87.
Wow, a lot.
I was
right?
5.
See,
oh my
so
God.
20 years ago. Wow, no, that's not an even 20.
Wait.
This is 3.
No,
so
I was
21. No.
Yeah, 20.
No, you're doing bad math. 92 is 20 years.
I'm talking about my birthday.
Oh,
like
no,
how old
it
I
is
was
21 years ago.
Yeah, it's like 21.
Wow. Because Harley's born in 93, so 92.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer, oh, scary man, was found sane and guilty on this day of killing 15 boys. That is one scary thing, and it is February 15th. I wonder if that had anything to do with it. Ferdinand Marcos won the rigged Philippine presidential election on this day. How do you like that? Like it's even rigged and he wins, and he knows it. And see,
how do you win a rigged
is he a Republican?
election?
I wonder if he's a Republican. I think Marcos must be a Republican. He has to be, right? Because they rig and win and proud of it, right? Exactly. What else on this crazy day in history? Oh my God, it's a terrible day for criminals. It's the day that escaped mass murderer Ted Bundy was recaptured.
Yes, I remember that.
He was recaptured on this day in Pensacola, Florida. You can't get far, Ted Bundy. But isn't Ted Bundy on Married with Children? Oh, that's Al Bundy.
Al.
Yeah, that must be. And now he's on Modern Family. That guy gets around, man. Yes, he does. Today is the day that John Lennon passed his driving test. And the thing that I find interesting in that is my brother, who I already said his birthday is today, who is the producer of this show from Up Above, he passed away on the same date as John Lennon, just a different year. John Lennon died December 8th, 1980, and my brother died December 8th, 1989. So I always feel there's like this common thread, and now I find out John Lennon passed his driving test on my brother's birthday. So that's pretty cool to me. I read into everything silly like that. It's the day Leon Spinks beat Muhammad Ali in 15 rounds, because today's February 15th. Look at that. And he won the heavyweight boxing title. I guess the greatest wasn't too happy that day. Beatles album, Meet the Beatles album, goes to #1 and stays #1 for 11 weeks on this day. God, what would the world be without the Beatles? They're on every list every week. Every day there's something about the Beatles that you know, like, is huge. What else happened? Oh, somebody named Ken Lynch recorded the song Misery, which was the first Lennon-McCartney song recorded by somebody else on this day. Now I wonder how many have been done. This is crazy. Hitler announced the building of Volkswagens, starting the Slug Bug campaign game on this day. See, I don't think Hitler was always a bad guy. He created the bug. He's Mr. Volkswagen, you know? Like, what happened to that guy? Come on, Hitler. What happened to you? Anyway, President-elect Franklin Roosevelt survived an assassination attempt on this day. Good for him, right? That's what he and, I guess, Ronald Reagan have in common. They survived the assassination attempt. George Burns and Gracie Allen debuted as regulars on the Guy Lombardo show on this day. Does anyone remember Gracie and George Burns? Yeah, Burns and Allen, they were the best. They were so funny. And I actually met Guy Lombardo with my brother on New Year's Eve once in Florida. Yes, Guy Lombardo was there. I didn't know who he was, but everyone was like talking that Guy Lombardo was there, and that's how I know who he is. Today was the day that the first Dracula movie ever was released. Who likes Dracula?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like Dracula?
It's the best movie ever.
I mean, I even work with little kids, and they love Dracula. Everybody loves Dracula. Today is a sad day in Chicago, as it seems like Chicago is having a horrible time right now, too. It's the St. Valentine's Day Massacre happened on this day in 1929. And not for anything, but did you hear about that guy in South Africa? The guy that has no legs that ran in the Olympics? He just murdered his girlfriend.
He murdered his girlfriend. Allegedly
I
murdered his
say.
girlfriend. And now there's a new Nike ad of him running, and he says,
No, that's an old ad.
An old
that
ad.
they're showing now. That
saying that I'm the bullet in the
bullet.
chamber. I'm like,
yes.
whoa.
It's not, I hope that, I'm speechless. It's a terrible thing. I don't know what happened. I'm sure he's going to plead some kind of crazy something, but oh my gosh, what a crazy world we are living in. That is just one sad story. And it happened on Valentine's Day. So that was, I think, a Valentine massacre of today. The New York Yankees buy Frank Home Run Baker. This is really funny. All right, just check it out. This is 1916. How much do you think they bought a player for on the Yankees?
Oh, God.
How much are they buying a player for now? How much did
Millions
they buy A-Rod
and
for?
millions.
How many millions, right? Yeah, right? This guy was what, for $37,500. What a bargain.
That's
huh?
$1.
That was Frank Home Run Baker.
That's $1
Yeah.
nowadays.
I know. God. And that must have been like ridiculous then, right? Today is the day that the first teddy bear was ever introduced in America.
Oh.
Yeah. Who knew? I don't know what we called them before we called them teddy bears. Because we would never know the difference. It's the day that the first adhesive postage stamp in the U.S. Don't you love this information? All on February the 15th, and it was, guess where? New York City. Of course. Of course, right?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, soon we'll be smoking weed all over the streets and no one will even care.
Thank God.
Maybe we'll have stamps that have a little, no, that's a different thing, right?
Get high on stamps.
Yeah, that was the other thing that I don't think that's legal yet. But it used to be legal, then they made it illegal, so you never know. I mean, truth is stranger than fiction. New Jersey became, check this out, no wonder, New Jersey became the last northern state to abolish slavery. Get that.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting? I know. What's wrong with you, New Jersey? What took you so long? All right, birthdays today. Yes, it is my brother's birthday. Happy birthday. He died when he was 32, and it's hard to believe he would be in his 50s right now. He was like he was Peter Pan, and it's crazy thinking of Peter Pan being over 50 years old, but he's permanently young in my memory. And it's also the birthday of Billy Ficca, who is one of my drummers who plays with me. And so I have to wish you a happy birthday, Billy. And he not only plays with me, but he was in the band Television, if anybody remembers Television.
Woo!
He was in the band The Waitresses, if anybody remembers the band The Waitresses. He's just like a living legend, and I feel so lucky that I actually get to play with Billy. And it's also Jürgen Munster's birthday, who we celebrated last night and Wednesday at Otto's on our rew-who on Wednesday, and we love you, Jürgen, as well. But now for other birthdays, it's Chris Farley's birthday.
Woo!
Is he an angel too? Is he alive?
No.
Nah, he passed away.
Right? Yeah,
So
that's
he's
what I
an
thought.
angel.
He's an angel.
Happy birthday!
I wonder if him and my brother are partying up there. That would be one fun party.
I'll watch Tommy Boy tonight.
I thought he was up there with my brother. All right, it's also Che Guevara's daughter's birthday, Hildita Guevara. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday, little Che. It's Matt Groening's birthday. You know who he is, right? You always see his name at the end of The Simpsons, the creator. It's Jane Seymour's birthday. Now, you know, it's funny because I just saw Live and Let Die the other day. I never saw that movie. And it was introducing Jane Seymour. She was like a young lady. Oh, yay, our who has arrived. So get comfortable and you'll come up in a second. It's Melissa Manchester's birthday. I don't know if anybody remembers her, but I certainly do. It is also the lead singer. Anyone know what band Brandon Boyd is from?
Oh,
He is very cute. Yes, Incubus. It's his birthday today.
He's so hot.
He's a cute guy. It's Donna Hanover Giuliani's birthday today. You know who she was married to, right? Marissa Berenson's birthday. She was a lovely actress. Mick Avery. Anybody know what band he's the drummer in?
Oh God.
LOLA.
Oh.
Kings. Come on, guys, get with the program. Lillian Disney. Guess who she was married to?
Walt Disney.
Yes. Walt
Fantastic.
Disney's lady. Is she frozen also?
Nah, just Walt.
Just Walt is frozen? So what happens when he wakes up? She won't be there.
The missus is rotten.
John Barrymore's birthday is today.
Yay.
Drew's on the cover of every magazine this month. I don't know why, but you know, her relative, long lost John Barrymore. Happy birthday. Louis XIV, the well-beloved Versailles King of France. Now, Louis XIV was the nice one. Was it Louis XV that was the troublemaker? I think so, right? Yeah. So you had to have a 14th first, right? Oh no, Louis XV. That's the one, the well-beloved Versailles King of France. I guess they liked Louis XV. I'm not the best in history, but that's why I have to read it. Galileo was also born on this day.
Galileo.
You know who he is, right? Yeah, exactly. There would be no Queen song without Galileo, Galileo. Exactly. And he was born in Pisa, Italy. And angels, yes, we always celebrate the angels. Okay, people who have passed away on this day. Ray Evans. Does anyone know who Ray Evans is? Doesn't he have restaurants, or is that Roy Evans?
You're thinking of Roy Rogers.
No, not Roy Rogers. There is an Evans one, too. If you're driving around this country, you see
Bob Evans.
Oh, it's Bob Evans. Oh, right. 3 letters. So, Ray Evans, whoever the fuck you are an angel on our show today. I love him.
Rest in peace, whoever the fuck you are.
Exactly. McLean Stevenson. Oh, you gotta know who he is. Did you ever watch the show MASH?
Oh, who does?
Well, McLean Stevenson, he passed away on this day.
Oh.
Somebody named Jimmy Holiday, and the reason you will know him is he wrote the song "Baby I Love You." You know that, right?
Yeah.
No, you don't know "Baby I Love You"? Come on, children, get older. Ethel Merman. You know who Ethel Merman is? Oh my goodness gracious!
Yes.
You don't know who Ethel Merman is? Where are you from? Under a rock or something?
Yes.
Ethel Merman. She died in her sleep at 76 years old on this day. She was a belter. She was like a singer that was known for belting songs. And wasn't she Gypsy's mother in the movie? Yeah. It's the best thing ever. You got to see Gypsy. It's one of my favorites. Mike Bloomfield passed away on this day. I don't know if anyone knows him, but he was a musician, guitarist, composer, and he's number 22 on Rolling Stone's 100 greatest guitarists of all time. He died of a drug overdose at 36. I hate hearing that. But we're celebrating your life today, Mike Bloomfield. Your name sounds a little bit like another Mike that we do know, but it's not him.
Kind of cool.
It sounds like it, right? It's pretty close, right? But it's Bloomfield. Wally Cox. Who remembers Wally Cox? This is really weird. Did you ever hear of the show Hollywood Squares, children in the back? Well, back in the day, this is the new Hollywood Squares, I guess, because the old one, there was always this guy named Wally Cox, and he looked always really old. Do you remember him? He died at 48 years old. I can't understand that. Do you remember Wally Cox? Remember how old he was? He died at 48. There's something just not right with that.
Maybe he lied about his age.
He looked like he was like 70 then, you know. Maybe he had that, I don't know. But anyway, we are celebrating you as an angel in today's show. Little Walter. Does anyone know who Little Walter was? No. He was a rocker and he died at 37. See, age and death have nothing to do with each other. And the only last angel in the room that we will be celebrating is Nat King Cole. He passed away on this day as well. And check it out, he was also 49 years old when he passed away. Wow. He seemed so old, didn't he, Nat King Cole? I mean, you still see Natalie singing duets with him.
People aged more back then.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
they weren't vegan and gluten-free and
all the
eating
cigarettes.
gumdrops all day long, because today is National Gumdrop Day, so get your gumdrop on. It's also one last thing I forgot to say, and I even brought her with me today. And I totally missed it. I missed it. Cinderella was released on this day. And I love Cinderella. So how appropriate. You think it came out the day after Valentine's Day on purpose? Everybody's fucked up dream now has to happen because Cinderella came out on February 15th. So now we're doomed because we're always thinking that it's a true story, like me.
And we all have the glass slipper fetish.
My brother was Peter Pan, and I'm really more like Pocahontas, but anyway, we're going to go on with the show now, and we'll be right back to our Brooklyn edition at the Brandon Saloon.